Hey guys, it's Ashley, and I just finished my first bake in my 40 days of bake show prep. Technically, I should be saying the Great American Baking Show prep, but it's kind of a mouthful. So, anyways, today started Cookie Week, and I made peanut butter cookies using a store bought starter mix. So, I used Betty Crocker peanut butter cookie mix, and I finished my cookies in 4 different ways, and I'm sitting down to enjoy my snack. So, I thought I would taste them together and see what we think. All right, so this one is, actually, I'm going to start with this one. This one is just the way the instructions say to do it. It has a fork that's been crisscrossed on top, no decoration besides that, no sugars or toppings or anything. So I kind of know what this is going to taste like because we make these all the time. Pretty fabulous. I, of course, have a glass of milk to go with it. I did think it was interesting, though, that it took me much longer to do this. I was stopping, I was taking pictures, I was getting decorative with some of the toppings. Normally, it takes us about 30 minutes from start to snack time with this cookie pack. And it took me 3.5 hours today to do all of this, which I think is the exact opposite of what I'm supposed to be preparing to do, in the very slim chance that I was to be invited to this show. Okay, so the second way that I finished it, very similar to the first way. I just took a flat surface and smushed the cookie down a little bit and then sprinkled sugar on top. Tastes pretty much the same. I do like the little bit of texture that the sugar on top gives, and I love that the cookie is still super soft and gooey on the inside. Not really gooey, that's probably overstating it, but just a nice soft peanut butter filling. All right, so the third one that I have here is with a little bit of strawberry jam in the center. So I made the cookie, and then I took the end of a plastic spoon and I made a little well in the center of the cookie, and then I put a tiny tasting spoon worth, probably about a half a teaspoon worth of Marie's homemade jam. If you've read my Green Hills books, you've heard a lot of this about the strawberry jam. I really thought it was interesting that this particular cookie is the one that spread out the most. I cooked all 4 batches. The mix made 4 dozen cookies, so I have 12 of each kind. I cooked them all at 300 degrees in my convection oven, which would be about 350 in a regular oven. Exactly 8 minutes. I took them all out at the same time, cooked them on the same sheet. I used my Pampered Chef baking stone, and for whatever reason, however the fruit heated the cookie or interacted with it, it caused the cookie dough to spread out more than the others. That's pretty good. The jelly really gives it a whole other layer of flavor. I like that. Okay, and then the fourth one, this is very similar to a chocolate kiss thumbprint peanut butter cookie. I'm sure you've seen them where you take your peanut butter cookie and you just push a Hershey's chocolate kiss down in the center of it, bake it. It doesn't take peanut butter cookies very long to bake, so the Hershey's Kiss doesn't really melt. It just gets kind of soft and settles down in it. I didn't have any of those, and I hadn't been to the store yet, so I didn't have any chocolate chips or chocolate morsels. So I took some leftover Valentine's candy. This is a Mr. Goodbar, and I chopped it up very finely. Again, I took the end of a plastic spoon and made a well in the center of the cookie, and then used a small tasting spoon and just set a little bit of the chocolate candy inside, and then baked it. So I'm interested to see how this turns out. It's good. It has that little hint of chocolate but it's not overpowering. Like, I still really taste the peanut butter cookie. But yeah, I like that. It's just a little something extra. I think if I have to put them in order, the one with the strawberry jam was my favorite. And then just the plain old normal one was next. And then the chocolate candy topping would be third. And then the little bit of sugar sprinkle on top would be fourth. I did make a couple of other notes. Let's see here what I said. I made notes so that whenever I look back at this, I know what I've done. Let's see. 8 minutes per batch at 300 on the Pampered Chef baking stone. I did put it on the center rack. Each batch spread out differently. I mentioned that. I think that was because of the different finish or filling that it had. And I mentioned what usually takes about 30 minutes took me 3.5 hours. And let's see. Oh, I do think that one of the reasons that the dough may not, like the crisscross may not have set as long, is because the dough sat out much longer in between batches. And the best note at the end here is that on the bright side, the house smells amazing. I left and took the dogs for a walk and came back, and it smells like peanut butter cookies, so I can handle that. I hope you're having a great day, and I thank you for being part of my 40 days of Great American Baking Show audition, application, prep. Whew, that's a lot. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow with another cookie recipe. See you then. Bye.